The day I stopped chasing glory, I finally became the man my brother believed I was. He never lived to hear me say those words. The snow covered his footprints before the sun returned. But his faith remained where no winter could reach. Since that morning, every sunrise has carried his voice. Not behind me, within me. My brother laughed beside the campfire while sparks climbed into the endless night. He placed his old cloak on my shoulders, though the cold belonged to him instead. He said the tallest pine does not boast, it simply stands through every storm. I remembered those words too late, when silence became my only companion.
I searched the mountains, I crossed the frozen sea. I look for strength in distant places, until I found it waiting inside me. The wind cannot steal what love has already planted.
So raise the fire, raise the voices, let every faithful heart be known. Stand beside the weary traveler, never leave one soul alone. Honor grows where mercy lingers, hope survives because we share. The strongest shield was never iron, it was knowing someone cared. When tomorrow calls our names, we will answer without fear. Every promise kept together becomes a song for all to hear.
Years rolled onward like quiet rivers, and silver found my weathered hair. Children gathered close each evening, asking stories of the northern trails. I spoke of kindness before courage, of patience before victory. For the brightest fire in any hall is the one that warms another heart. Tonight I see the same bright stars my brother watched so long ago. The ravens circle high above, the pine trees whisper through the snow. I do not ask for one more season, I ask for one more chance to leave this world more hopeful than the day I entered it.
Raise the fire, raise the voices, let the mountains sing our names. Stand with truth when hope grows fragile, guard the weak through wind and rain. Leave behind more light than sorrow, leave behind more love than gold. The richest soul is never measured by the treasures it can hold. When our footsteps fade to silence, when our banners touch the ground, may our children say with pride, they taught us how to stand. And every flame beneath the heavens will carry one refrain. The heart that lifts another will never fade away.
The dawn arrived without a sound, the campfire breathed its final glow. I smiled toward the empty shoreline, and for the first time, the northern wind felt like home.
Do not measure your life by the miles you travel,
measure it by the hands that still reach for yours. Those were my grandfather's final words. He smiled as the fire painted gold across his face. Outside, the snow buried yesterday without asking. Inside, one sentence became my compass forever. I carried no map when I left that night. Only a promise, too heavy to set down. The northern wind greeted me before the dawn. Long ships rested beneath the quiet winter sky. My village faded into drifting white, but every step still echoed home. I feared the storms I could not see,
The roads no elder ever named,
yet every heartbeat whispered softly,
walk with honor, never alone.
when hope grows faint,
Share its last spark,
when one voice trembles,
sing beside it.
a lonely flame may fade, but many hearts become the sunrise.
Hold the line with open hearts, not with anger, not with pride. Stand like mountains in the snow, fall strong because we stand as one.
Let our names be carried gently through the pine and morning light.
The greatest strength the soul can gather is the strength it freely gives. If the cold should find us waiting, we will answer with the fire. Hope is born where faithful voices rise together through the night.
The years carved quiet lines upon my face.
Friends became memories beneath the stones.
Children laughed where sorrow once had slept.
The world kept changing with each season.
Yet one lesson never left my side.
A brave heart does not seek applause.
It leaves behind a place where others are no longer afraid. Now young travelers ask me,
What carried you so far?
I point beyond the frozen sea,
Not toward distant shores,
but back to one small fire,
Where an old man chose his words with care. A single sentence outlived every winter. Lift your voices to the stars.
let the valleys hear our promise.
We are
More than passing footsteps,
We are more than
fading years.
built with mercy, walk with courage.
Keep your word when none can see.
Every
Faithful heart together writes tomorrow's melody.
When our children face the cold, they will never stand alone.
they will carry all the light
We chose to leave behind.
and the wind will sing forever. True strength is the hope you give away. The fire became glowing embers. The ravens disappeared into dawn.
I close my eyes without fear.
Because home was never a place. It was every promise I had kept. The strongest promise is the one no one hears you make. My father spoke, then placed his hand upon my chest. The world will remember victories for a season, but kindness carried through winter becomes a name. fire grew quiet. The ravens did not move. The stars looked close enough to witness my reply. I nodded without knowing what that promise would demand. By morning, frost had covered every wood and door. The longship waited where the frozen shoreline breathed. My mother smiled, though sorrow filled her weary eyes. She tied a worn red thread around my wrist and said, "Bring home no crown
if it costs another soul. Return with a heart your children will not fear."
The northern wind carried those words beyond the pines, and I sailed with more than iron at my side.
Many storms can break a mast, many winters bend the knees,
but one true word can carry
what no strong arm can lift. When darkness called my name,
I answered with that promise.
Raise your voice with steady hearts, not because the road is easy. Stand together, shoulder near shoulder, until fear forgets our names.
Let the fire remember mercy,
Let the mountains echo hope.
honor lives in those who lift another.
When their old strength fades,
If tomorrow finds us weary,
we will still rise before the dawn.
For a promise kept in silence
Becomes a song,
forever strong. Years passed like snow across forgotten footprints. My beard turned pale beneath the winter sky. I buried friends beside the whispering pines. I welcomed children to the warmth of home. Each loss became another stone beneath my steps, not to weigh me down, but make my footing sure. I learned that courage is not born in battle. It grows each time we choose another's good.
now I see my father's hands within my weathered own. I hear my mother's quiet faith inside my every breath. When young I search for answers, I do not speak of glory, I speak of keeping gentle words. When the cold becomes unbearable, that is the fire that never dies.
raise your voice with steady hearts.
Let every weary soul remember,
No winter lasts forever.
no faithful step is lost.
Build your name
With open hands, guard the weak beside the flame.
Leave behind a road of courage.
Others dare to walk.
When the ravens cross the sunrise,
When the frozen sea grows bright,
we will stand as living echoes.
of the promises we kept,
And long after our footsteps vanish,
our children still will sing.
the strongest promise is the one that teaches others how to live. Quiet settled into gentle light. The northern wind no longer felt so cold. I looked beyond the mountains without regret. The stars were silent, yet somehow they answered. Do not pray for an easy road. Pray to become the one others dare to follow. My elder spoke those words before the first snow touched the valley. He gave me no map for the journey, only a place beside the fire. Listen, he said, Every flame remembers the hands that protect it. That night, I stopped wishing for a different life. I began earning the one that was mine.
The pale sunrise, long ships rested where the frozen waters slept. I watched the older men leave in silence, the shadows stretching across the shore.
My hands were steady, my heart was not. I wondered if courage belonged to others. The elder looked into my eyes and smiled.
Courage is simply fear that keeps walking.
The northern wind tested every step. The pine trees whispered through the cold. I could not choose the storms ahead, but I could choose the heart I carried. Hold the line when hope grows thin, light the fire from deep within. Should the night outlast the stars, we will still know who we are. Raise your voice, let mountains hear. Stand for those who stand in fear. When tomorrow calls our name, may it find the same bright The winters passed like turning pages. My beard grew white with snow and years. Many victories were forgotten, many wounds became quiet stories. But every child who learned to stand, every friend who found new strength, became a chapter greater than mine, and that was enough.
Now I am the voice beside the fire.
Young eyes search mine for answers,
I offer no tale of greatness,
only the simple truth.
strong hand lifts another. A faithful heart never counts the cost.
The richest soul is not remembered for what it gathered, but for what it gave away. Rise together side by side, let no faithful heart divide. When the cold surrounds our home, none of us will stand alone. Carry honor through the years, carry hope beyond our fears. Though our footsteps fade like snow, the lives we strengthen still will grow. Lift your voices, warm the sky, keep the fire burning high. As long as one brave heart remains, our story never ends.
Quiet, Cinnabatter. The embers fade into the dawn. A raven glides across the light. I place one final log upon the fire, then quietly step away. The flame no longer needs my hands. It lives in those who stayed. A family does not fall when a father dies. It falls when his courage is forgotten. Those were my grandfather's last words beneath a silent winter sky. No tears could answer them. No sword could carry them. Only the life I chose after that day. fire beside us faded into ash. But his voice has never grown cold.
I was young when the mountains first called my name. The northern wind felt larger than my heart.
I feared every step beyond our gate, though I never spoke of it aloud.
My grandfather smiled as he fastened my cloak.
Every brave soul begins by trembling.
He placed his weathered hand upon my shoulder,
And I walked into the unknown.
the frozen sea reflected the morning light.
The ravens vanished into the
I
clouds.
carried no promise of victory,
Only the promise not to turn away.
stand when the road is steep and bare.
Carry hope like the morning air.
Leave a fire where darkness grows.
Lift the hearts of those who know.
Honor lives in quiet hands.
Kindness builds what time withstands.
Should the cold outlast the dawn, we become the light that carries on. Many winters shaped my face. Many friends became the stars above. I buried dreams beneath the snow. You found a purpose every spring.
The strongest shield I ever held was never forged inside a flame. It was the courage to forgive and the strength to keep my name.
Now children gather by my fire. They ask what made the old ones great. I tell them not of famous battles, nor crowns that vanished into dust.
I speak of open hands, of promises kept when no one watched.
For the greatest victories are often silent, yet they echo for generations. To the stars,
Let no weary soul stand alone.
every step of faithful hearts.
Built a home that time cannot own.
When the storm hides every path,
Walk together through the snow.
the greatest strength a person leaves.
Just giving others hope to grow.
When the road is steep and bare,
Carry hope like the morning air.
when our names are lost to time,
Our love will still remain.
Quiet. The fire grows small. The night grows still. I hear my grandfather's voice between the whispering pines. I close my eyes and smile, for I finally understand. A legacy is never buried. It simply finds another heart. The day you stop keeping your word is the day your name begins to disappear. My father spoke those quiet flames into my hands. He did not leave me silver. He did not leave me gold. He left one promise that weighed more than both. The northern wind still carries that morning. Every step since then has answered those words. The snow was deep around our humble door. Smoke climbed gently through the winter sky. His hands were worn like weathered stone, yet kindness never left his eyes.
He pointed toward the frozen sea. Many will chase glory across those waves. You must chase the man you wish to become.
Then silence became my oldest guide. The ravens circled far above. The pine trees bowed without a sound. Fear walked beside me every mile, but honor would not let me turn around. Raise your voice though the night is long. Stand together,
Hearts made strong.
when the fire grows small.
Become its flame.
God the promised,
Guard the name.
no storm can steal a faithful soul. No winter breaks a heart that's whole.
If we fall, we rise once more. Hope is the strongest shield we wore.
The years carved silver through my hair. Friends became stars beyond the hills. Some long ships never found the shore. Some songs still echo in the stillness.
I learned that courage is not loud. It often speaks with gentle breath. The greatest victory I have known was choosing love instead of regret.
Now young hands gather near my fire. They ask what treasure time has kept. I place no crown upon the table, only the promise I once accepted. A name is
built one faithful day, one honest step through snow and rain. The world remembers mighty battles.
a family remembers who remain.
Lift your hearts above the mountains.
Let tomorrow,
Hear our song.
we are not measured
By our victories.
We are measured by staying strong.
Hold the light for those behind you.
Leave more hope than you have found.
The truest legacy of any soul
Is lifting another.
from the ground.
Raise your voice,
Though the night is long,
stand together.
hearts made strong.
When our footsteps,
Fade from earth,
our promises will still walk on.
the campfire settles into glowing ash.
The moon keeps watch above the pines.
I whisper my father's final lesson
Into the hands of another child.
The wind carries my words away. The stars remember every vow. One faithful promise crossed the years.
And it is still alive now.